It's the home opener of this new season between the Baltimore Orioles and the St. Louis Cardinals. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club. All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Miles Michaelis gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan, any thoughts? Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Back goes Thomas. He's there and records the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Ramon Urias.
Now in the box, Ramon Urias. And it's been a slow start to the year, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. First offering on its way. A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. A 1 pitch on its way. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Urias, the native of Mexico. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Skied into straightaway right. Fowler is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 16, Trey Mancini.
So here's Trey Mancini, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's high for a ball. 1-0.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 1-1 to count. And the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
And here's Renato Nunez as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows or those 2-out Runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero,
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Alex Cobb, a Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Out to left center. Hayes on the run for it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. First pitch on its way. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, Dero, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go. Set to get his day started. Dwight Smith Jr. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
The windup and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Fowler, he's back and he reaches up to put it away for a long out number 1.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. The pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
The 1-1. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And this will get to the wall over near the 336 marker. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. To the plate now, Austin Wins. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. O'Neill waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 19,
Chris Davis at the plate now. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch on its way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
1-1 the count to Chris Davis. In for his strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Full count now, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a liner. And a leaping effort there, but it's over his head into left center, a base hit. The relay, the throw, and he's tagged out at second. But 1 run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Orioles 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Here's Matt Carpenter. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Matt Carpenter.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Yeah! Ball, that's high.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
0-1.
Behind 0-2 now. Carpenter gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Paul DeYoung connects for a two-run home run. Second home run early in the year. And the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead.
You could tell by the sound of that one off the bat that was going a long way.
Yadi Molina digging in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 1-0. Misses off the plate.
2 balls, no strikes.
Base is empty here with nobody out. 2-1 to count. Three and one.
3 balls, 1 strike.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out to center field. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill. The average in the early season not pretty for him, hovering in the 220s. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's the ball. That's down.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Lane Thomas, and he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. Still only 1 out in the inning. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
The 1-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Oh, what happened? He can't make the play. To Iglesias for 1.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So here now is the pitcher, Miles Mikolas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Cobb comes set. Here comes the pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mancini will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Ready now, Alex Cobb. 9-1-2 due up.
The pitcher, number 17, Alex Cobb.
Here comes the first pitch. Front door with the slider eclipsed the zone for a called strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. Thomas is on the run for it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Back, number 11, Jose Iglesias.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Iglesias. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Mikolas is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Orioles, the second baseman, Ramon.
Now to the plate, Ramon Urias. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Our score remains 2-1. Here's Colton Wong now. It was a fly out for him to start the home first.
The second baseman, Colton Wong.
And now pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Drilled to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle. And he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Stepping in, Dexter Fowler. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. Throw to third, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. One out and a runner on third. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
Fouled off. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Just hung in there on that one. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. So a man at third here with two gone, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product Paul DeYoung. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Runner at first following the error, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher Yadier Molina. But that catches the inside part of the plate.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. The 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Orioles 1. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he got him.
Now batting.
1 out now in the Orioles 4th, and digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Chased a bad one there. 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he takes a cold strike 2. Popped him up. Goldschmidt will have room there as he puts it away in front of the dugout for out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Striding into the box, Dwight Smith Jr. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
1 run on 3 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called the ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, he opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
He's in complete command of his 2-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail it 4-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. Tyler O'Neill stands in as he looks at ball one here.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Hayes is right there, 1 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder, Wade Thomas.
So striding forward now, Lane Thomas reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Here's the pitch.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 39, Michaelis.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Miles Michaelis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
1 ball, no strike.
On the ground to the right side. Fielded cleanly by Davis. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for Baltimore.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Austin Hayes.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
A ball and a strike.
Ball. 1-1.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box now, Austin Wins. The bouncer to the left side. And there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
In now for the O's, Chris Davis. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage, thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Debro, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Stepping in now, Alex Cobb, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Orioles lead 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Colton Wong.
The second baseman.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Smith has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the switch hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hayes is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in, the power hitting first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. Cobb's ready. Here it comes. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Either he missed the take sign or they're just not thinking as a team. The first 2 guys out on 1 pitch, so it could have been a 3-pitch inning if he would have made it out right there.
Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Hayes on the run for it, and it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. Second home run early in the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Standing in now, Matt Carpenter. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Five runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now another 1-2. And it's fouled away. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another one sent foul. Again, a 1-2. On the eighth pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. But the Cards add on just a bit courtesy of this solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's now 5-1. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
One ball, one strike. Ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batter, second baseman, Ramon Urias.
Stepping into the box, Ramon Urias, 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. A high fastball is in there.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lifted in the air to center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Trey Mancini.
Ready for another shot now. Trey Mancini, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. And now a pitch on the way.
That missed. That's the ball.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
3-0 to him now. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
At the plate, Renato Nunez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Carpenter has it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for the Orioles. They're down 5-1. Wade LeBlanc will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Number 23, Wade LeBlanc.
Digging in once again, Paul DeYoung. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
He's set. Here it comes.
Nice one. 0-1.
Now the 0-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. And there's the first out.
Number 4, Yadier Molina.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Oh, and 1 the count to Molina. Popped him up. Wins, moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The bat, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th, and into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's in there for strike 1. O'Neill is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Rip down the line. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
The center fielder, number 35.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Lane Thomas. First delivery to him on the way.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. 2 out with the man at first. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. One left for the Cardinals. They're up 5-1. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dwight Smith Jr. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. The next 0-2. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Now at the plate, Austin Hayes. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. There's one on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The catcher, Austin Wynn.
So base is empty now after the double play, and next to hit is the catcher, Austin Wynns. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh. Ball. 2-0.
Now the 2-0.
Yeah.
2 out, nobody on. Three and 1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They're down here 5-1. The next to bat for St. Louis, Miles Mikolas. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First pitch on its way. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Colton Wong waits on deck. Popped him up. Wins has a play. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. One out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Iglesias now at short. On to Davis at first, and there are two away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Now at the plate, Dexter Fowler. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's inside. 2-0. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Now the pitch. Fouled away. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. This one's down to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Here's Chris Davis now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. fouled off. A bouncer to the left side. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his third hit of the game. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Anthony Santander will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Anthony Santander.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for the Orioles.
And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jose Iglesias. Fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
From the belt, the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
1-1.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Grounded slowly to the left side. DeYoung's got it, and the throw to Wong, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1. They're down 5-1. Hector Velasquez is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Hector Velasquez.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down in a hitter.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. The 1-1 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time.
Full count.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, in that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
At the plate, Matt Carpenter. Big swing by Carpenter, and this is out to deep right. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field, giving him an even 150, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Now batting, the shortstop, Paul.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded back up the middle. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Yadier Molina.
Digging in, Yadier Molina. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here it comes. The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Soft grounder left side. He's got it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. Last chance coming up for the Orioles, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. John Gant comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 53, John Gant.
Now at the plate, Trey Mancini, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
The right fielder, number 16.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Mancini.
Hey, up.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
1-1.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
All even now, 2-2. Back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
In now, Renato Nunez. As he'll take a look at ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Sent out to straightaway center field. Thomas has it for route number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Dwight Smith Jr.
Stepping up now, Dwight Smith Jr. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. From the stretch.
Back.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Standing in, Austin Hayes. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Baltimore down to their final strike. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
A runner on first with 2 away. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. pulled high in the air out to left field. Chasing after it is O'Neill. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
6-1 the final tally today. The Cardinals took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Miles Mikolas earns his first win of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
For this afternoon, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Orioles, 1 run on 6 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Miles Mikolas. His record is now 1-1. The loss goes to Alex Cobb. He falls to 1-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us and remind you to please drive home safely.